to Vlogmas day 2. I am on my way to pick up Joshua from school because I got a call from the nurse that he dislocated his finger. It involved his friend Sam in a sink in shop class. We still have shop class here. And so I'm on my way to pick him up. I didn't really ask what dislocated meant to her, so I'm just hoping it's not something more serious that's going to require a surgery. And I'm really hoping it's his left hand and not his right, because he's right-handed. All questions that I didn't ask, and I'll find out soon enough. Unfortunately for Joshua, we live about a 25-minute drive from his school, and then from the school to the emergency room, it's about another 25 minutes or so. So I get a lot of people that always tell me I'm so lucky because I live so close to Buttermilk Basin and Stitchville and the shops that I go to, and I mean I really don't. I'm 30 minutes from the nearest hospital, and those shops are all about an hour drive for me, so I guess it's a matter of perspective. And hopefully the majority of you have hospitals closer, because that kind of bites. But I'm thankful it's just his finger and nothing more serious, and I'm really ready to be done with 2019. It's been a challenging and stressful year when it comes to health issues in our family. So yeah, I'm just hoping that the rest of the month is uneventful and we slide into 2020 pretty much unscathed. So we'll see. I'm gonna if I do post a picture of his hand, I know that there are people out there that are screaming with a warning, a reminder. So see how it goes. Here we are. Oh my gosh, look at that sunset. It's so much better in person. Oh, can you see that? Stunning. So everything went well. Thankfully, his finger is not broken. It was dislocated. She was able to pop it back into place very easily. The only problem is that it's a little stretched, the ligaments are. So she says it has a tendency to want to pop back in the wrong spot. So we need to see an orthopedic. He may still need a surgery. We're really hoping not. And he'll need some occupational therapy. So now we're trudging through snow and mud to do chores. Had to do just a little jostling around of the hay feeders here. We have a yearling, and it happens in every pen. I actually tried putting her in with the babies thinking she wouldn't get picked on, but then she was the picker. So, but they have plenty of space. The problem is if they're getting bullied or they're fighting with someone, they don't really have a place to get away. And she's just a yearling, and she's the bottom of the totem pole. So just because goats have a hierarchy and they're bullies by nature, they don't, they push her away at the hay feeder. So you can see her now. Let's see. This is either her or Jerica. This is her right here. So Molly, this little girl right here, was being pushed away by the fatties here. And you can see they will exercise their their birthright and just come over and be jerks and bully everybody. It's what they do. It's not because there aren't enough hay feeders, it's because they're bossy. And there she goes, just pushing her out of the way. So we have enough hay feeders around now that that there aren't enough of the super bossy girls to be at every hay feeder. You baby Jerica. All right, nighty night. You got Elf, not Elf on a Shelf.
This is Elf on a Shelf. Maddie said your picture looked gross.
Yeah.
I feel like that was just a bad idea, the whole Band-Aid thing. Who's ready to open presents? I am. It's been a day, I'll tell you. Full disclosure, I do keep some refreshments up here for Mondays in particular. And if there was ever a Monday, this is it. So one thing I'm appreciating about my Advents. So I have 2 that mark the days, 2. And the honeybee knits gives me the countdown. It's kind of also a panic factor. I have 23 days to get my act together for Christmas. So let's open the knitting Advents first. I'll be honest, I totally love the idea of, you know, the reusable blah blah blah, but which I'm guessing is why they're done this way, but what am I gonna do with all these little bags? But the paper ones, at least I can kind of reuse. I guess I can reuse these in a junk journal too, but ooh. Okay, so day 2, homespun house. I love it. So there's a little, let me take it out, a little pin of a house. Very cute in my favorite colors. Pink. Ooh, and gold. It's like a little glitter cottage. Cute. And this is very pretty. Ooh, cotton candy-ish. Very pretty. Like that a lot. And this one is my honeybee knits. Ooh. Oh, that's right. So she puts a card. Because if you didn't see yesterday's, so Melissa is doing a theme, kind of candy or holiday sweets from around the world. Oh. So, the inspiration is Greece, colorway Acropolis, Ion Milk Chocolate. Very cool. Take it out of the little baggie here. Oh, I've never had Greek chocolate. Very cool. And the yarn. Ooh. Very nice. Look at that. Some nice little speckling. Very pretty. And, okay, so one thing I did have, and thank you all for your comments. We have a very old farmhouse, and I have a rolling chair. Keep rolling this way. So, a question I got a lot from yesterday's video is how to find out about these. Exactly what you're doing, watching YouTube videos. That's how I find out about them. I follow a lot of knitters. I follow a lot of stitching sites. I follow a lot of vloggers. I follow a lot of YouTubers and blogs. And I honestly, I don't spend that much time on social media. I do watch a fair amount of YouTube because I spend, especially, well, in the winter I do. In the summer I don't always, but I know when from watching Vlogmas from other YouTubers, and I know that another comment that I got was a lot of people didn't know what Vlogmas was. Now you can actually search Vlogmas in your YouTube search, and you will, if you type in Vlogmas, you're going to get an array. You're going to get home decor, you'll get scrapbookers, you'll get journal makers, you'll get knitters, you'll get crafters, you'll get just regular journalers, not necessarily junk journalers. You'll get makers of all kind. And that's where I'm really inspired is, well, that, and I have a plethora of incredibly talented friends that inspire me, like you wouldn't believe. I feel like I'm kind of the jack of all trades type. I just like to dabble in everything. I mean, I'm pretty sure that if I were to be assessed, I would be, clinical ADD, right? My whole family is kind of like that. I need constant kind of stimulus, which is why I go from one craft to another, to another, to another, and why my craft room is full of way too many crafts. And I'm one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. And a lot of my friends don't do that. They pick a hobby or maybe two, and they're proficient in that to the extreme, right? And I love that about them because they inspire me. I'm not one to be a perfectionist and have to master a craft. I'm perfectly content to go with the flow, and I do it for the enjoyment of it, not to be a perfectionist. If it has to be perfect, it will suck the joy out of it for me, and I will never get anything accomplished. And that's the truth. So I'm just inspired by all of those of you that I follow on Instagram, that I watch your YouTubes, and yeah, keep doing what you're doing because you enrich my life. And I hope that, and I know that I do the same for some of you because you tell me. And I think that's what we're all here to do anyway. So it's a fantastic community, and it's such a great outlet to be able to do this. Let me stop babbling and get this open. I am trying not to, I'm really trying not to rip the cute little pictures that come with it because I am using them for little journaling cards. Okay, let's, oh my. It's Overa Soie in a pretty Christmas color. And there's a little something something else in here. Oh. Just, I'm not sure what it is. It's like just a little, oh, it's a floss winder. Cool. Floss winder? I'm sure that's what it is. It's wood. There, you can see that. Very pretty. Very nice. This is a good advent. Where did I hear about this? I was actually just looking at their website one day because they have beautiful samplers, and came across it and ordered it. Ordered two because I figured it'd be. I actually didn't know what it was because their site is in French, and not all. Even using Google Translate, it was kind of like, But I looked at it again, and it's now no longer available. But I guess it is silks primarily. I'm super stoked that I'm getting all these reds because I always have a red sampler. I just finished a small one, which I'll show you on a regular video. And I am in a sal with Michelle from the Striped Rose, but we kind of sal the same way, so we can start a project and not do another one for, not pick it up again for months, and that's just the way we sal together. So But that's it. That was another really good day. And I'm going to, so I've been working, what I did yesterday is I worked on my buttermilk basin. And I'll tell you what, I have had the time of it because whatever my fusible webbing that I'm using is terrible. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's relatively new and I've used it before. I don't know. It was a piece that was wrapped around my roll. So perhaps it was old or something different. So I'm going to give this stuff a try. It was kind of peeling off the backing, which I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have used it. But it has been a bear to get off. And yeah, I think it was definitely different than this. So what I'm doing, if you ever encounter this problem, so it is paper backed and it is wool. And you do have to be careful because some of this is hand dyed and you don't want it to bleed. But I'm basically just soaking it with water and dissolving that paper so that I can get it off. It's actually been a nightmare, and it is taking a good chunk, some of the glue with it, and then I'm pressing it again, and I mean, I just don't know what else to do. But I've managed to get through all of it, save this one last piece here, which, and it is coming off now because I've sprayed the back. So I did throw the rest of that roll away. I'm not sure if it was part of the roll here that it was wrapped around or not, but spraying it seems to help somewhat. It's just bizarre. I've never had like the backing stick to the paper like that, especially when it was peeling off to begin with. So, but yeah, that's enough of that. So it was very frustrating. It had me up until about 1 a.m. last night before I finally gave up and went to bed. So I'm hoping it'll be a little easier to deal with tonight when I use the rest of this roll. So check in tomorrow, and I hope you guys are having a great December so far. Bye!